Hey guys, I'm back with another scripted video. So as you probably know, recently, Blushcrunch has updated Dandy's World with the brand new Halloween event with new Halloween tunes, twisteds, skins, and also, once again, a new Halloween map. So today, I'll be covering the update along with a guide for new tunes and all the different stuff for this update. Really quick reminder though before we start the video, make sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. It helps my videos appear in your feed and helps my channel grow. And also make sure to stay tuned because I'll be sharing a little secret I found for grinding pumpkins and research for Gordy. Now let's go ahead and get straight into it because there is a lot to cover. When you join, you'll see a brand new Halloween lobby, and in the spot where all the event shops are, you'll find our brand new main, Gordy. Gordy is our shopkeeper for this event, and this is where you'll be able to find the new tunes and skins for the new currency, pumpkins. You can get them for extracting, getting aggro from twisteds, and finding them on the floor. 2 of them can spawn for each floor, so keep an eye out. And with the new shopkeeper, we also have the gossip feature, which wasn't included in our previous events. And it will be in the Christmas comeback. She's defrosting. Run. You can also find out different details about our Halloween friends. For example, you can talk to Gordy about his and V's tale, how he has plushies of all the mains in his room, and how he keeps on asking for the same dream until Astro got concerned because the people in his dream felt familiar. You know, just very silly stuff and not concerning at all, guys. If this video gets 1,000 likes, I'll talk about the new Gordy gossip, along with Dandies and Dials in a full-fledged video. Now, with our like goal and set, let's talk about the new tunes, because they're really fun to play. Let's go by rarity, and start off with our brand new common, Rebecca. And with every single common in these events, she's a starter tune, so she has 3-star skill check, movement speed, stamina, stealth, and extraction speed. So, she can be ran as practically anything. For her ability, she is immune to all debuffs caused by twisteds. Just a heads up, this does not include trinket debuffs, so don't think you can run mag and part without any drawbacks, because that won't happen. For trinkets, you can basically run any build. She can extract and distract if you're okay with low speed. Personally, I'm not, so I won't be distracting with her. Next up is our uncommon tune for this event, Sylvester. His stats are interesting, to say the least. He has 5-star skill check, 1-star movement speed and stamina, 3-star stealth, and 5-star extraction speed. You won't be going anywhere too fast, but you'll be extracting faster than any tune in the game. His ability is also really interesting. His ability gives him another heart, making the new heart cap for this tune specifically for. With good extraction stats, he's a pretty solid uncommon tune. For trinkets, you could either run a full extraction build, a hybrid build, or what I recommend, a full run speed build. Having walk speed won't really help them at all, since most walk speed trinkets are percentage based. Honestly, I don't like playing slow tunes, even though I'm an R&D main, but that's literally not the point. Okay, he's fast in some floors, okay guys? So I won't be playing him much either, but you guys can still enjoy him to his full potential if you use the correct trinkets. On the contrary of not really playing the new tunes, I love Eclipse. She has 3-star skill check, 4-star movement speed, 3-star stamina, 2-star stealth, and 3-star extraction speed. Her ability is really creative. When the floor has a blackout, she transforms into a werewolf, giving her 2 stars in stamina, which that somehow gives you around 250 stamina for some reason, but that could just be a bug, so don't listen to me. And 20% movement speed. Since she's a distractor, either use duo trinkets or dog plush and speedy shoes for the best gameplay. But since she has okay extraction stats, you can get away with using Vemo and Magnifying Glass. I've taken a newfound liking to distracting, so I'll definitely be using her a lot. And finally, my favorite tune in this event that just so happens to be the main, it's Gordy. Gordy has similar stats to Sylvester with 5-star skill check, 4-star movement speed, 1-star stamina, 1-star stealth, and 5-star extraction speed. This is only the second tune that we've had with 1-star stealth, so his stats are very, very interesting. His first ability gives the tunes around him a 20% boost in random stats. This can be any stat except, I think, stealth, but I'm not too sure. I just haven't been rolling stealth with him. And since he's a main, he has a second ability that provides every tune a 20% speed boost for 5 seconds when the elevator opens or when panic mode begins. Both abilities are very good, so make sure you utilize them to the fullest. Since Gordy has all-rounder stats, he can be ran as a distractor and an extractor. You can either use distraction trinkets, magnifying glass and part, or magnifying glass and V-mount. He's one of my favorite toons to play right now, so I highly recommend getting him. I just wish his ability range was bigger, just like a tiny bit. Now that we're finally done with the toons, let's move on to the skins. This segment is pretty short, so it probably won't take up much time. Most of the new skins cost 600 pumpkins, except for the third set of duo skins for Cosmo and Sprout. Well, I get that no ships are canon, and I get that you also really like Sprout and Cosmo together, but we do not need duo skins. Hell, Cosmo doesn't even have a solo skin, since they're all duo wing with Sprout. And just for reference, Vintage does not count. That is literally just a reskin. Just for Cosmo, man. He doesn't have any outfits for himself. Anyway, I actually do really like the Cosmo and Sprout skins, along with the rest of them. I'll definitely be trying to get them all. My favorite is probably the Shelly Witch skin. It's really cute, and it'll probably be my main Shelly skin from now on. There will also be an update in around a week as of writing this with new skins and stickers, so make sure to mark your calendars. The skins don't really have much to talk about though, so let's just get on to the gameplay. Also, this is off script, but I kind of forgot to mention that the Sprout and Cosmo skins have like a particle effect. I don't know why, and they also cost 12,000 pumpkins and 12,000 ichor. It doesn't make any sense, okay? I'm just gonna move on. Okay, so I have a little complaint with this update though. So these past couple of events, I've started to notice that they all have like the same concept, and that's fine for a game like Dandy's World. There's not really much that you can do, but I do wish that some of the toons would have different requirements, because like, come on bro. All 3 of the uncommons from the events need 50% research on their twisted counterpart, and the rares are only a tiny bit different, but they're still relatively the same concept. And I mean, I'm just gonna let the mains slide, because I mean, they're the mains, but like, it's just the same stuff over and over again. I mean, I'm not asking for insane requirements, just let them be a tiny bit different. And with the map appearing every 5 floors, it does get a tiny bit stale, so I do hope they eventually add map variants in the future, or maybe even a seasonal floor event for a little extra spice, but that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, that's enough complaining, let's just get straight into the gameplay. When you're progressing through the floors, every 5 floors, as I mentioned before, the new Halloween floor will show up, along with 1 guaranteed event twisted. But multiple can show up if you're lucky. If you're worried about main chances, don't worry, because Twisted Gordy is guaranteed at floor 20. This has been a staple for every event, and it has worked wonders for me, okay? That's how I get the event names so fast. Anyway, moving on from the map and stuff, these are some of the most creative twists I've seen in a while, other than Dial, okay? I don't really care about Dial that much. So I just want to personally talk about them. So let's just get straight into it. First off, Twisted Rebecca, she's a common with no gimmick, so I'm just gonna skip her. Now, for the more interesting Twisted Sylvester. Similar to Twisted Tisha, Twisted Sylvester kinda just sits around, but instead of having a longer idle like Twisted Tisha, he has an altered path. Twisted Sylvester will go to every machine on the map to guard them, and he also has a kinda high attention span, but I wouldn't say it's as high as Twisted Ginger, but I'd still try to get out of his line of sight. His Twisted entry states, a more uncommon Twisted. Sylvester is driven by his desire to guard. Often, this Twisted is seen standing guard by machines. He is slower than most Twisteds, but his higher interest makes him more difficult to lose. And finally, once you get 100% research, you'll get the Soul Sword. If you get hit with the Soul Sword equipped, the Twisted that hit you gets a 50% speed debuff for 30 seconds. A pretty good trinket if you ask me, but not as good as some of our other trinkets. Our next Twisted, Twisted Eclipse, a blessing and a curse for distractors. When getting spotted by Twisted Eclipse, she will howl, alerting all Twisteds that are in range that are not currently in pursuit of another toon. This can be very good or very bad in the case of Twisted Pebble or Twisted V. Her Twisted entry states, this rare Twisted's howl summons other unoccupied Twisteds within range, triggering a pack hunt in most instances. If you don't want to get caught, avoid her on floors with large amount of Twisteds. And when you complete her research, you'll get the Moon Pack Heirloom that highlights all other toons' location for 3 seconds after completing any machine. And finally, like Twisted Sylvester and Eclipse, Twisted Gordy is very unique. When Twisted Gordy is on the floor, text will appear on your screen like Twisted Glisten. He'll stay in one area, so don't worry about him moving unlike Glisten. Also, he has a crash out bar, just like Glisten, so make sure you keep an eye on that. To deplete his crash out bar, you must give him the first item in your inventory. No matter what item it is, it will still fully deplete the bar, so from gumballs to a valve, it doesn't really matter what you give him. And finally, when you enter panic or you don't deplete his crash out bar, he will crash out. And when he does, like Glisten, he will become enraged, gaining tons of speed and attention span, ready to hunt you down. His twisted entry states, one of the holiday main characters of Dandy's World, unstable and on the verge of becoming overcome by the Ichor. If Toons fail to appease him, he will react in blinded distress, reaching an uncontrollable state where his heightened speed and awareness makes it nearly impossible to escape. And when you finally get 100% research on this main Twisted, you'll get the Memory Locket. When it's equipped, if you're not at full hearts, it highlights all healing items on the floor for the user until you're back at full health. That's all the twists for this video, but there is one more thing for this update. V has gotten buffed again. Her active ability now highlights all machines along with marking all the twists for everyone. I honestly thought it was a bug at first, but apparently it's not, so W for V mains, I guess? Anyway, that's all about the update. Let's get into the promised pumpkin guide. Okay, so if you're looking for a very good way to get pumpkins, you're in luck, because I have a very good strategy that can be used for all events. The main way I've gotten all my pumpkins is from solo runs, with a toon that has good movement speed and extraction speed. The toons I found most effective are Yada for good candy items like extraction candies, skill check candies, and boxes of chocolates, Shelly for her good skill check and passive movement speed boost per machine, and of course, Gordy, which you're probably grinding for so you can't really use him, for his high skill check and extraction speed along with his passive ability. But if you're a beginner, the best toons that are easy to get are Louie for his high skill check and passive movement speed boost, Brightney for her good extraction, and Finn for his skill check along with, once again, his passive movement speed per machine completed. For trinkets, I'd either like to use Vemote and Mag to complete the floor quicker, or if you don't have Vemote, you can use either Dog Push or Pink Bow instead of Vemote for better movement speed. When you get into the solo run, make sure you pick up both pumpkins that spawn on each map, and to complete the machines the most effectively, try completing the machines from either the left to the right, or from the fake elevator to the main elevator. Now, solo runs are a bit boring, that's why I like to watch either a YouTube video or listen to music while grinding pumpkins. Actually, I'm watching Lazy right now as of writing the script. Okay, he's one of my favorite YouTubers that I listen in the background. Trust me, it really helps. This can also help with research if you get to floor 20 consistently. Just avoid twisteds and you're set. Solos really help with grinding in Dandy's World, honestly. That's how I have so much Ichor. With the guide out of the way, that's the end of the video. This event was really good in my opinion. Although it has some flaws with progression, the toons and twisteds are really fun to play with, so, I mean, it just makes up for it. I hope they make more toons and twisteds like the Halloween toons, because they're not boring, and they're actually really creative. And also, before I end this video, I have something to announce. I'll be making a series of short guides that'll help you guys learn about what trinkets are good for what toons, and I'll also be including some tips that'll help you play the toons better. Make sure to look out for those on my shorts page, and that's really all I have to say for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and look out for those mentioned shorts, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!